in general, this game seems really easy in terms of draft. Like, your jungle matchup is really easy. Bot lane, you have push as well, so I think should be a pretty easy game, you know?
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, I feel like the thing I've been struggling with, the only thing like I actually know I'm struggling with, if I'm struggling to like find windows to actually impact the game early. I feel like I missed them probably. So.
I mean, you're playing Graves. It's not like you're gonna Elise level 3 gank every game, right? Like,
no, but a lot of games just run away from me, I feel like right now.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's something that you are doing wrong, but
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
you're not meant to
This
have
game,
crazy impact.
This game specifically, what happened is my Aatrox kind of stopped playing because I flashed after a kill to make sure we got it. So, but yeah, you'll see it.
I think if you're gonna go shield bow build, I think Fleet is fine. But generally speaking, I'm not that big of a fan of Fleet on Graves.
I play a bit of both.
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean, like I said, if you go shield bow, I think Fleet is fine. But I think if you're gonna go normal build, I think Phase Rush is just better.
You mean Gale Force?
Yeah, like Gale Force.
I don't like it.
Stuff like this.
I don't like Gale
every
Force
game.
Almost, yes.
I think going shield bow in this game is fine because they have so much threat and they have so many champs that are dashing into you.
Yeah.
But if they are short range, or not short range, if they're long range and like squishy and stuff, and they're not really gonna jump onto you, then you're not gonna get value from the lifesteal, and you're also not really gonna need a shield, right? Because they're not committing into you. So then I think Gale Force is much better.
Yeah, I played it early season. Like I said, I haven't played Graves much recently, so I'm not really up to date. I saw the Prowler's Claw thing you did.
Yeah.
Is that only for mid or what?
I mean, it's for sure better in mid lane because as a laner, you're utilizing lethality spikes early game way better. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure how good it would be in jungle. Like, if you're playing Graves in jungle, you're either gonna be versus stuff like Kha'Zix, in which case shield bow and stuff makes a lot of sense. Or you're gonna be against stuff like Lilia, in which case you can go full lethality, yes. And it would probably
I usually go Phase Rush collector builds with Lilia, yeah.
Yeah, like if they're like squishy teams, you can for sure go lethality Graves even in jungle. It shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
For runes, like everything here looks normal.
Second page I was trying stuff, but I wasn't sure.
I think you use Absolute Focus really well on Graves. So
yeah,
like you're always full HP, and when you're clearing as well. And
my clear is so bad right now, but yeah, I'm a bit fucking rusty on it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So looking at this game, what's like your early game plan? What do you have in mind this game?
I don't fucking know. I'm completely lost in the game right now.
I mean, you don't have to be right, but let's say
how would I
now.
play it?
Like, if you look at this now, like if, let's say you just got in-game now, you're playing this game again now. How do you think you should play this? Like the first 5 minutes at least?
Yeah, probably. I would have to fucking bot and just try and play with them. They should be winning, and it should be free crabs and so on. I don't know. I'm really fucking... That's right now. It's fucking weird timing to have this. I'm in a fucking really weird state now.
I mean, I would play bot and mid.
Yeah.
I think in this kind of mid lane matchup, you have a mid lane champion that's not gonna scale well, and he has a good CC for you, and he's a very good champion early game in terms of push, and he's playing against an aggressive champion. So basically, what this means is, for Qiyana to have push, she needs to fight TF.
Yeah.
But to fight TF, she's always risking getting CC'd. If she gets CC'd, she dies to you. So
yeah,
you should really try to play around mid, because if Qiyana tries to play this lane like she should, she will die to ganks.
Okay.
And the way we do this is basically we try to have our path end in a way where we can go to mid. So like, let's say on Graves, you cannot full clear and still get your crab if you start at the same side as enemy jungle. If you start opposite, you could. So for example, if you can like run to here to cover mid lane while waiting for Crab, now if Kiana all-ins, then you kill her. If she doesn't, well now you have mid push. And if Kayn contests Crab, well then he dies to TF, right? So
yeah,
I think everything in this game will be around mid lane. Your 2v2 is just so good. Because TF gold card is basically like a wall for your Q. Just guarantees both sides to hit. So you start top, I agree. Aatrox leash is also really fucking nice. So there's a little bonus with that. One small thing to just make sure that you do, like you said, you mentioned you're a little bit rusty, but when we're playing Graves, just try to do short dash like into the wall. You shouldn't care about getting hit by the buff. You should only care about taking the buff as fast as possible. So Raptors is warded. So one thing we can do in that case, like let's say mid lane is not important in this game, then we can just path like this, skip them, run like this, and this will fake it, and these guys will get really surprised, and you can gank like that.
Yeah.
So let's say mid lane matchup is like Vel'Koz versus Malzahar or some random shit like this, and it's like hard to impact early, then you can skip Raptors here.
Okay, yeah.
Their bot lane shows and we know fresh warded, so Kayn should be starting top side. Obviously he could solo Raptors, but since enemy top still hasn't shown, we can assume he started red. Which means that, yeah, if we full clear, we're gonna get double scuttled. So we have to give a crab. I mean, not a crab, we have to give a camp.
Yeah, I don't really remember. I've been playing too much, to be honest. I've been really fucking addicted after I started hitting Master High. Oh, this changes a lot, to be honest.
I mean, it does and it doesn't. Like, when... Honestly, like, when your bot lane dies early, usually it means you'll actually end up having prio. Because if these guys would like to base now, right?
True.
So, you can assume that they want to recall with their lead here. So, it's pretty bad.
If they recall now, though, they're back in time, right? So
I mean, your MF should be crashing then, so they're not gonna move.
That's true.
Because, yeah, they should be looking to base now.
I should be dashing into walls more. Yep. I haven't even thought about that.
A lot more.
Yeah.
Like, I think if TF dies, that's the only thing that really matters, I think. Like, the bot lane dying is honestly good for you.
Okay.
But what happened in mid is really bad for us.
I think I just end up going top scuttle here.
Yeah, I would do the same. Because now things is fucked. Because I don't really care about the bot lane thing. Because I really want to gank this guy and then go here or here.
Yep. But I can't really gank mid if Thresh is close.
Yeah, you can't. You can't now. That's why this really feels bad.
Also, wave is crushing, so... Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is. Oh yeah, Kiana. This is fun. Well, I get her flash.
Yeah. And that's really nice with ATF.
I wanna bet I don't abuse that at all.
You look at Rumble too. Wouldn't smite that until he actually commits. Because you should contest him on Krugs here. Like here you int a lot. So, if you look at this, right? So, we know he's full cleared. He's level 4. So, we know he's full cleared. We know he also starts...
like 420 now?
Yeah, they should be up around then. But he has 24 CS. So, he should have 28 when he did the crab. So, maybe he skipped one camp. But he should have done Krugs as Kayn. So, I wouldn't smite here because it's not actually getting contested. See?
No, you're right.
He's so far away. And you have top push here. So, if a 2v2 happens top right now, you guys should win, because Aatrox is so much healthier than Rumble.
Yeah.
So I think if you keep Smite, you can just go invade his Krugs. And I think that's just much better for you. And for the game.
Yeah, so that's one window I miss, for sure.
Because if you look top, because you even look at it, which is really good, because then that shows that you are aware of how top lane is. Because it's hard to do this, obviously, if you don't look. So first step is to look, and you do look top lane. And when you look top lane, you see, okay, we're winning in HP. Aatrox is about to crush a big wave, so he can calm. Okay. So we also chunked Qiyana, and she has no flash. So just keep smite. Yeah, just keep smite and take the crab and then run up in Tribush. Use your red trinket if you have it. In this game you don't, but if you have it, then sweep. And then just take the Krugs away from him slowly, like poke him, bully him out. Because if you win a fight here now and kill them, or make him low enough that it's the base, you also get his raptors.
True. So is it worth? Because it's not up yet, right? So the raptors are up.
His Krugs. I mean, raptors are up if he started raptors, but he started red because
he started red, yeah. So Krugs are gonna be up at 4,
yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. You're not gonna sit there waiting. Like it's gonna be up same time as your Gromp. So this was pretty bad. Because you going Krugs also allows Aatrox to keep pushing and playing aggro. Which, if he gets a good trade-off, can lead into a diving rumble. So that was pretty bad. I would be pinging right now that Kayn is on Krugs. And that is gonna go to Raptors now.
Yeah, because this is just so fucking weird now, to be honest. Now I'm just letting Kayn get it off for free, also. I'm not actually gaining.
But you should at least be pinging it.
Yeah. Oh, he won anyway. Smurf.
This looks winnable.
Well. Yeah, this is when Aatrox tilts.
I would tilt too, because I TP'd for this.
Yeah, but Kayn is also dead if he comes instead of tilts.
I don't think Kayn is dead because he has flash, but like obviously Aatrox should not tilt, but I understand why he does.
Yeah.
Feels pretty bad to give Rumble a plate and lose a wave because my jungler wants a flash for a kill that I have.
Yeah, I wasn't sure we had it.
I mean, it's hard for you to know. So it's like, I would also flash.
Here I played it so poorly anyway. But...
I think here you're just not aware of what happened, like earlier. Like, what I mean is that, why did this go well? Like, when we do a play, it's important to finish the play, right? So like, right now we did all of this, and then now your TF is ulting. Which means that right now, would we be allowed to stand here if Qiyana was here? No, right?
No, she's mid. I'm moving down from mid.
Yeah, so then now we need to leave. We need to finish the play now. Because now you're playing as if Qiyana is AFK. You see what I mean?
I also don't even have my base off yet, so...
Yeah. I mean, even if you have your base off, I would go away now. Because the thing is, like, sure, we can say, oh, if I played this better, we would have won. Sure. I think you could probably play this perfectly and win, but in my mind, then enemy team also played like shit too, you know? They could also play better. Fresh didn't need to hook there. He could have waited for Qiyana to CC someone and then he could hook.
I mean, either way, it would be fucking insanely high risk.
Yeah, so it's just about making it a habit to finish the play. So, like, we do all of this. We commit a lot. We use Aatrox TP, we use our flash, we kill this guy, and then we chase. So if you want Gromp, you have to go now. But then we decide to chase, which is fine. We got Kayn flash. But then we have to consider leaving. So you should always check the map now and be like, okay, shit, Qiyana is coming.
Yeah, this play is over. Go look at the map. Okay, what's happening?
Yes. Yeah. If you still see Qiyana mid, then sure, go for Gromp. But now, we should get the fuck out.
Yeah, I guess I'm too busy tilting at him. That's like, yeah, I'm playing really tilted, so I mean, you're gonna see the pings come out. It's rough.
Disaster. I mean, why do you think that you tilt?
Because I've lost 300 LP in 3 days this time. But what do you mean?
I mean, like, in general, why do you tilt? Like, people have like different trigger points, you know, like Some people tilt because their teammates suck. Some people tilt because they int themselves.
I mean, it's a mix of my teammates when I get like inted, right? And that escalates into me playing slightly worse, and then I get mad at myself for playing worse, right?
Sure, but in this game, your teammates didn't int though. You just got pinged.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already in the tilt mindset at this point, I think, which is why it's unfortunate that we end up doing this now, because I'm not playing actually my best. But I guess it's good to get myself out of it, right?
It's good to get yourself out of it, and it's also good to talk about tilt, because you will have a lot of tilt, you know? Like,
yes.
This is like your first time being like Master Plus, right?
Yeah, second.
Okay. Well,
last season was my first, and I hit it at the end of it, but then I've been D1 this season till like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, let's say you hit Challenger one day, you're also gonna have times where you drop 200 LPE and stuff. Yeah. You know? Like, it's gonna happen. Nobody gets to Challenger and then they just never lose any LP.
True.
Right? Like, you're gonna have days where you lost 8 games and you won 3, and then all of a sudden you're down 150 LP.
Yeah, true.
That's just how it is.
It's important to learn how to deal with that for sure, yeah.
So it's just like, you can't really get that LP back except if you are winning. So you should just understand, how do I win? Well, to win I need to get better. Because if I don't get better, then the other people I'm getting matched against are getting better, and then I will just demote eventually. So you should just focus on improving. Because you will get LP in the long run.
True.
It's really a toxic mindset to think about LP, because then you're like, oh nice, I won, nice, plus 20. Oh shit, I lost, minus 20, fuck.
I've been trying to get out of that mindset. Like, I didn't realize how LP actually like kind of doesn't matter, right, with the whole MMR thing until recently.
It doesn't matter.
I'm kind of new
to show your friends.
Yes.
Like, look, I'm 200 LP, and this guy is 20 LP. Look, he's so noob, even though he's set in your game. Right? Like, MMR is what matters. It doesn't actually matter if you're 100 LP if you're getting matched versus challenger players.
True. The whole fucking promo dodging situation.
Yeah. So, like, just play to get better and you'll get the LP. Kiana should be dead there.
I mean, she is.
Yeah, feels pretty bad that TF has to flash there.
True.
I would take bot crab here. I don't think your base is good enough to lose crab for. I think there will be times where recalling for tempo and item there is worth, but here when you just have tier 2 boots or a random vampire acceptor, I think it's really horrible.
I think I agreed.
Yeah.
I smite that because I have 2 charges, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
That's so strange.
I mean, it was good by him. I would do the same.
I feel like we should win this.
Yeah.
Why have I not smited him now?
One thing you should look at though, first, before you do this, is what's actually happening in bot lane. Because look at you, right now. And a rule I always have, when I'm playing jungle or mid lane, like when I'm roaming around like this, I always work with my support. Support is so OP role.
True.
So like when you enter past this point, you have decided to be in danger. There's no danger being here. But as soon as you enter past this, it's danger zone, because there might be wards here, here, here. And when they see you, they're gonna ping, help, 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 guys, group, kill Graves. So, when you get to this point, you need to be connected with Rakan. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
So
I just like...
Yeah, make it a habit that...
Do I just ping it a lot and wait for him to come, or what?
Right now, you just ping. Here, what you want to do, like, okay, you want to invade, then you ping help, and then you ping TF, and you ping Rakan once, right? You press tab, you ping them, and then you look at them, what they're doing. How are they responding to your pings?
Okay.
Right? And you try to ask yourself, do I need to help them first before they can move? Right? What's going on? Like, in TF's case, it's very scary for TF if you are here and then he has to face check walk, because Kiana can just catch him and kill him. So if you really want TF to move here, then you have to maybe escort him, like hold his hand, you know?
Yeah, I didn't even look at lanes here, actually.
And on Rakan's side, he can just move, because Thresh is dead. But instead he walks up to hit turret. And it comes like this, instead of coming to actually your way. So this just shows that you're super unaware about how you use your support. And you need to learn how to use support because it's the most OP role in the game.
Sure.
Because I don't think the invade is that bad. I think Fresh is dead, so you guys will be 3v2 for most of it. But I don't think your teammates really was aware of what you wanted to do.
I agree.
I think in this situation, when Dragon is up like this and your teammates died bot side, going for Krugs is complete win trade. Because you can always get something better top here. So right now, why don't you just run to Raptors, Red, and Krugs of enemy team? Sure, the Red is probably gone, but Raptors might be up, Krugs might be up, and worst case, you can dive Rumble together with TF here. You have zero reason to be bot.
Low though, no?
Your HP is really fake. You will go lifesteal off midwave. And who's gonna kill you? You will lifesteal off that and off one camp. Your HP is really fake right now. Nobody is gonna kill you. Like, you see Rumble top now? Who's gonna kill you? Look your HP after this.
Yeah, me, right.
See? You're full HP.
I don't think any camps are up top right now, no, but...
Yeah, but you have TF ult, so in worst case you just die Rumble.
Yeah, I go lifesteal off mid and then we move together.
Yeah, and if one of his camps up, well then you've gotten more than you did here. Because you're not hovering bot here or anything, that's my problem with this. Like, if you were getting something done bot side, I think it's not that bad. But you're getting zero things done. Because you're not hovering MF, like, let's say MF was like diveable, right? And you being bot covers them, I think that's not that bad then. But that's not the case, it was a pure split map situation.
Okay.
Like, you just need to realize that, okay, my support is dead, which means they're stronger bot side. So they are obviously going to do this dragon. Then the question is, if I leave now top side, will my bot lane lose more than I gain top? Look at MF. She killed the wave, so she does not need you. See? She got rid of the wave. So they can't dive her, they can't do anything. So just leave. Run through mid, go check his camps, dive Rumble with TF, GG well played. And then Rumble will probably rage like crazy as well. He'll probably way,
and Aatrox will forgive me for flashing to take his kill.
Jungle difference.
All is good. Weak side doesn't exist, man. I don't know what you mean.
Kayn killed Rakan, I got Dragon. Hey, Jungle Diff, Graves killed me.
I've never had that said to me ever. I don't know what you mean.
Cap. Because you're kind of oinking right now, you see. Like, you're like hard
at this point
right
I'm just sitting doing nothing, waiting for gold for shield bow.
Yes. Well, now Aatrox is weak side somehow.
Yes.
Like, now you're playing as if you are Rengar. And your entire top side is up. So for sure this is really weird and you're not utilizing your TF.
Yeah.
And now if I'm Kayn, I just take your top side here.
I think that's what happens, yes.
And that's what happens when you don't make a strong side. Like, you had the choice there to just give up bot lane and go and create a strong side top, and you chose no, I'm gonna make my Aatrox weak side while my bot side is weak side as well. So now you should always lose your entire top side. You're lucky to even get wolves.
True. Ah, yes. This is unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, if we killed Rumble, maybe he would TP back as well. So, there's just so many things that can snowball from that, you know?
Yeah. Well, he wanted to get some gold to TF. That's nice.
Always nice to have some win traders on enemy team. When you have important ultis like TF and Malphite and stuff to play around, like just ping them constantly, just to remind yourself. Like right now, like ping TF ult. Like, is it up in 40 or is it up in 60? Like, when is it up? Because what do I want to do? Like now, Aatrox is gonna start to push top lane, right? Which means that if we kill Rumble, Rumble loses a lot. So my plan now would be take this crab and try to get up to top side. I think this Rumble is just perma-diveable. Like, what is he meant to do, right? Versus TF Aatrox Graves. Because TF is really bad in river fights like this. It's really bad. Like, why would you force your TF to fight in a 5v5 versus a Kiana who has AoE ult and one-shots, right? When you guys could just isolate the map.
Yeah, I don't think I'm very good with TF, probably. Well, obviously.
Yeah.
I haven't played much with TF. But yeah. I mean, I guess I did have the idea, but it's late now. Kinda.
Yeah, it's late.
I wanted him to push top and then move there.
Yeah, but he can't just do that with no info of anyone.
Yeah. I mean, he did have info actually, but...
Yeah, well, that's because you stayed both side.
True.
Instead of just taking your top side and running his top side.
Yeah.
Because the issue with this game is Kayn is just running blue Kayn between here and here and here, you know? So, like, what is meant to be happening is that these guys are meant to be dying, and then Aatrox is meant to be standing, like, here and pushing and taking things, and if they get Dragon, then you get this Herald, and you get this and stuff.
Okay.
That's why it's super nice that you get your bot side here, because if you get your bot side here, and Kayn goes oinking bot side, and you get his top side as well, you basically triple quadrant him. Right?
Yeah.
So, because this is meant to be his jungle now if he decides, as the stronger jungler, to play bot side. But you manage to secure it here. But then you start going for bot grab.
Yeah, here I should just run straight up now?
Yes.
And create that strong side? Okay.
Yes. You should not be bot here.
I mean, we get a flash, but it's not really worth it.
Yeah, and if he lands hook and then Rumble Wolves comes from Fog or Kayn comes, you're just dead. So...
Yes.
Because what you guys are doing now is so fucking win trade. Like, your MF cannot connect to you. Because if MF runs here, she just gets killed. So
she's lethal MF with no ult also.
So enemy can come here, and then they can come here, and you guys are just trolling for this crab. And the crab isn't worth anything, because if you got this and this, not only do you have position on the map, it's also more gold than this.
Yeah.
And even though Aatrox was trolling, he's still your strongest member, by the way.
He indeed is.
So like now let's say Kayn is like showing himself bot side randomly, right? Then you can go and take his top side. And if you took top camps, obviously Aatrox couldn't take them. And then Aatrox would be pushing top now, and we could do Herald or dive Rumble, or we could do things.
Yeah. I mean, all of this pretty much... Yeah, if I'm top from the start, none of this honestly would happen.
Yeah, I mean, same thing now. I don't like to base for like stuff like this, you know? Like,
I don't, yeah,
just run in their jungle, remove their pink wards, take their camps, and then do Herald. Like, do things, because there's no point to recall right now when your teammates are still setting up their recalls. So what I mean by that is, Aatrox just fought and killed Rumble and took your Wolves, Gromp, and some waves. For sure he has gold, right?
Yes.
So he will always look to base. So why do you recall before him?
Yeah, we should sync our recalls.
Yes. So like right now, you need to ask yourself, can I play the game? Yes, I can. I'm full HP, and I flash and smite.
I need to look top and see what's happening there also.
Yes. So just run now and go take Krugs, Raptors red. Look for Herald, and then recall closer to his timer, because I don't see why you are rushing your recall here. Doesn't make any sense when your teammates are like still like chilling on the map. See?
Let's pretend like I planned what happens here, okay?
Yeah, but you could have done that without recalling. I don't see why you needed tabbies for that. Because like here, right, you did montage, but if we were here 10 seconds ago, it would have been an easier montage.
True.
Boom. Shotgun to the face. That's the second time in the game TF flashes before you could have gotten.
True, actually. Both times when I ult someone, he flashes. Unlucky.
Yeah. This game is just flash diff, honestly.
I don't know why I base. I'm fucking dead.
I think it's the same thing, you know? It's the same kind of recall.
I think it's an awful fight though, but yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I should be there anyway.
If your team loses that fight, the game is over. So it doesn't matter if you think it's an awful fight.
Yeah, I literally told myself here in like the VOD, I think, like, why the fuck am I recalling? I don't know. I'm doing really fucking dumb shit.
Like, if you want to recall here, then you should ping everyone off and then start recalling and see how they play.
I do neither, yeah.
But when you see this, you have to cancel.
Yeah, I mean,
the thing is that even if this is a bad fight, you can still try to poke and just play it safe and then just recall after, you know, once your team has won or lost the fight.
See if I can pick up a kill on the outskirts or something.
Yes.
No. For sure.
You should give this turret. You should just farm camps. Like, you need to secure your camps better. This Kayn is playing pretty good at punishing you. Because what you're doing is like so random. Like, here, run, secure your camps. Because if they want to take your mid turret, they need to have people hitting it, right? I flame people for doing what they do so much because they should secure camps and then take turrets.
Okay.
But they let you farm your jungle here. Look.
What do you call it?
I mean, they're just hitting turret for fun. Look.
Yeah, no,
Sitting 4 people hitting mid turret.
The turret gold is always there or whatever you said.
Yeah.
Something.
Like, it's always there. And I'm sure this Rumble could solo hit this turret and get it. You know?
Yeah, eventually, yeah. And he gets more gold on a single member, etc, etc.
Yeah.
It's good.
So, like, here, you're never gonna defend this, right? You're never gonna be able to. So, like, why not here? Just go and secure your red buff before they do it.
Yeah.
Right? Because now you're just giving them mid turret and your camps. Because if Kayn here goes like this, solo into your red buff, for sure you can fight him
right now.
Yeah. And then let's say he does that and you kill him. That's so huge.
He's pretty big shot on, I think, also. So.
Instead you're just standing here. Like, this turret does not fucking matter. And now Kayn gets your red buff and your Krugs as well.
Mm-hmm.
For 0.
And I get to give my life away.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not this time on this tower.
I mean, if you died, I don't think that has anything to do with that decision. I think you just inted them.
It's already wrong, yeah.
Yeah. But we should always secure our camps there. Like, you can, for example, take red buff and then take mid wave and then take rugs if you really want. But you should not sit there 20 seconds watching them take turret.
No, you're right.
Kayn is bot here.
That hits.
Yeah. This is what I was talking about with the bot lane fight. Like, you ended up dodging the hook in the bot side fight, but this is basically what would happen to you if you got hooked.
Yeah. They went too deep, but still it's...
I mean, I think it's pretty illegal for them to kill you like that when Kayn is bot and Aatrox is right next to you. So,
yeah.
I don't mind it that much. I mind the bot lane one, because it's horrible to be bot side.
Yeah.
This Drake we kind of have to contest, I think, because they've got no other ones.
I smurf a little here.
Okay.
This is very unfortunate. Kai'Sa doesn't want to die.
Okay.
So close.
Smurfing in piss low.
True. I mean, I don't know why Kayn is top there. That was really strange.
I agree. Don't know why he's building what he's building either. Have you seen his build?
Yeah,
he's
that's why I was looking at Iron Spike Whip.
Yeah. He's building Gore Drinker or something. Or Blue Kayn. I've seen like a couple people do it, but it's just so troll. Makes no sense.
He was gonna go red, I think, with his runes, and then he got ahead, so he changed his mind. This is just Baron for us, but Aatrox was not in the mood to win.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how it is sometimes. At least you wanted to do the correct call, so... That's all we can really do, right?
Yeah.
What happened here? It's just trolling, or?
Because we didn't take Baron, they overstay and die, I think, is what happened. Like, he wanted to fight instead. That was he was mad that I took that flash kill, so he was perma fighting all game.
No, but like here, do you think it's impossible to contest Baron?
Yeah, I'm not there in time.
Then you should ping. It's the same thing as
Oh, you mean like after now? Yeah, I need to ping more.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it literally doesn't hurt to ping, you know? There's no downside to pinging.
I've actually gotten flamed so much for pinging where jungle is, it's kinda insane right now, but...
Yeah, I mean,
like danger pings.
I mean, depends how you do it. If you ping 10 times like Ape, yeah, sure. But if you just ping once, if you get flamed, who
So
cares?
what do I do when they don't react to it at all? Do I just
then they're
accept
probably
my fate?
either 1, playing on full mute, or 2, they're stupid. So who cares?
So I just accept that
Yeah.
they're gonna die and don't spam, yeah. I mean, that's true.
Because at least they are more likely to listen if you're pinging rather than if you're not pinging.
Yeah. Okay.
This is what would happen to TF.
I wonder what Aatrox is up to.
Yeah, but do you think that's his fault?
No.
Because, like I said, this is what I'm afraid of when I'm playing TF and I'm roaming versus a Kiana, right?
Yeah.
Like, you should already be asking yourself, like, where the fuck is Kiana, right? You see her right now, below you?
I guess I didn't think she could already be there, because I didn't know she was coming from bot side.
Yeah, but why run into it anyways? Why
Yeah,
not
because
wait
I'm
for
a bit
Aatrox to
stupid,
come?
I think.
Because
Either
you're
way,
blaming
I
Aatrox
wanted,
for taking...
okay, I run into it because I want to go towards Drake, right? Obviously.
Sure, but what's the point of taking Drake 2 seconds faster?
Yeah.
Like, sure, Kayn is gonna come, but you don't have Smite anyways, right? Like, I just don't think you will ever live here. I think it's illegal to face check a Kiana. Doesn't matter if you think she can be here or not, because if she's here, she will just flash on you when you're here anyways. Like,
True.
what are you gonna do? Are you gonna run here and then sit in fog? Well, then you might as well be here.
True,
Right?
yeah.
This is the same thing as when you wanted to go on the Gromp invade, and I tell you to, like, check what Rakan and TF is doing. It's the same thing. What is Aatrox doing right now? Why is he not coming to you guys? Is he doing Gromp? Well, then let him come to you guys.
Okay.
Because then at least, if Kiana's gonna one-shot somebody, it's gonna be Aatrox, and maybe you can clean her up. And it's also harder for her to kill the Aatrox.
Yep.
Instead, you let yourself be the victim. You can't blame Aatrox for this. What do you want him to do? Best case, if he skipped Gromp, he would be here. He would never stop Kiana from doing this. Right?
I want to blame Aatrox for everything this game, but it doesn't fucking matter what he does, it matters what I do.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that this is just a habit you have in general, the whole checking thing. Like, sure, we can say we're tilted this game, right? But I think even if you're not tilted, I doubt you would look at Aatrox doing Gromp there.
No, I probably wouldn't.
Because, like, obviously we should go for Drake, and I think Aatrox also wants the Drake, but there's no reason for him to not do the Gromp there. Gromp takes him like 3 seconds, so...
Yeah. I should never face check a fucking Kiana.
Yeah. Another thing is that if instead of puffing like this, because we know that she's around this area, if you puff like this, you're puffing to Aatrox.
Yes.
And away from Kiana. Instead,
it's
you're
really
puffing
awkward
away from
with,
Aatrox
yeah, sorry.
and into Kiana.
Yeah,
What
it's
were we
really
saying?
awkward with them running down mid there towards us, though.
Sure. That's why I say the best is to wait and let Aatrox connect.
Yeah.
But we can't face check Kiana.
No, that's a rule I should have. Never face check a fucking Kiana. That's pretty fucking... That champ does a lot of damage.
Yeah. Again, here, I think you are burger flipping. Look at her.
Yes, I am.
Like, what are you doing?
I want to make something happen.
Yes, but why? Do you feel like you have to do something? Right?
No, okay, so this is like... Okay, so I was talking about, like, I missed Windows, whatever. So what I do sometimes is... Because I feel like I'm fucking missing... I'm not doing anything
force
to actually...
Windows?
Yes. I like over force instead sometimes. And I fucking know I do it, and I fucking... Yeah, I tell myself every
how
time.
do you think you should win this game now? Like, they have Cloud Soul, does not matter. Does not matter if they have Cloud Soul. That does not mean anything. So...
I mean, there's a couple ways.
Yeah.
We have fucking Rakan, Misfortune, whatever. Like, we can get a really fucking nice combo, right? In a team fight. We can pick with TF.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we can even... I don't think we can play split.
Splitting versus Blue Cane is hard, but you guys have a
Yes.
cheater champ, aka TF, so he has map hack, so he can press R, so it's kind of safe. But usually,
yeah,
no, you
but
can't.
it's Kiana also.
I mean, if I'm TF, if I'm splitting, I'm just pressing R while I'm splitting. So I think it's good with TF. But
okay. That assumes he plays it well, though, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, I still wouldn't want to split this game.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. We need to make TF picks, and we have a good wombo combo. I think fighting in Fog is really dangerous when they have Kiana. I think they abuse choke points very, very, very well with Rumble and Kiana.
Mm-hmm.
And if you
just they run into us,
yeah, if you play front to back, it's really good.
Yeah.
So you basically broke every single rule, because by doing this, you are not making any picks with TF, you are not playing the wombo, and you're running into choke.
True, actually.
Right? It's breaking everything. Like, what I'm thinking right now, if I'm you, is which one of these motherfuckers are gonna die? MF or TF? Because we are split up right now versus a jungler who can one-shot and has 1000 movement speed.
Yeah.
So which one will die?
TF or what?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking myself. Which one will die? And that depends on who is more squishy and where the motherfucker is, right? Where is Kayn? So, like, let's see if we had any kind of clue. No, we do not. So, then I'm gonna ping MF and Rakan, push mid with me, and hover TF with us. Right? So, like, doing this is okay, because there's no way they die right now. And you see MF is playing respectively. So now run to TF. And then connect with him, and then go where you're going now. With your team, and try to make a pick.
Yeah, this is something else.
I don't know what happened to MF, she's like DC'd, but you're also not aware of that. Yet I am. That's like what I was looking at the entire time, like here. I'm looking at MF all the time. If I see MF walk up like a psycho now, I'm sprinting to mid. But since she's playing safe, I'm gonna run to TF. But you're not hovering in case Kayn can pick off. And you're trying to make your own pick as if you're like Skarner with R.
Yeah, this is obviously not good.
Yeah, it's not.
I somehow make it out, but that doesn't excuse it at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's true that you want to make something happen, and I agree, we should. But you're not using the tools that you have to make things happen.
No.
You don't need your TF to be fucking dopa to press R and gold card somebody. You don't need your account to be good at the game to charm some random guy. You don't need to run around 1v5. And if you think your teammates are all inters, okay, let them int, and then you can kite front to back and kill people.
Yeah, I used their int to buy myself space or whatever.
Yes, but now you can't do anything. And now we have, like, Aatrox has died. I'm surprised Rakan didn't R, because if Rakan R'd in that fight, he couldn't do this.
And this is...
Rumble has ult again, by the way, that's balanced.
Yeah, I noticed in a game I played the other day that he ulted 3 times in like a extended fight.
He has Ultimate Hunter and then Night Harvester CC, CD. Yeah. He also has Cloud in this game. But yeah, I would say, like, summary of this game. I would say, 1, obviously, we were tilted. So, and in general, you should fix this. Like, obviously, it's just bad, right? It does nothing good.
How do you work on that?
Well, first thing is realizing why we tilt, right? Like, some people only tilt because of their teammates flaming and stuff. And if that's the case, it's simple. You just mute them, right? You just
I play with chat off as much as possible to not type myself, so...
Yeah. I mean, that's good. Take regular breaks and just have other things on your mind. Like, if the only thing on your mind is League of Legends and getting LP, then you're gonna get extremely tilted. Because then, like now, seeing this defeat screen, you're tilted. Meanwhile, if I play and I get a defeat, I'm not tilted. You know? If I'm playing jungle and my every single lane got solo kill and inted and the game is over at 5 minutes, why would I be tilted? What? Like, I did nothing wrong. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
If that happens again in the next game, well then yes, I would start to get upset, but then I wouldn't play. Right? Then I would just, like, go downstairs or do something else for like 20 minutes and then go back.
Okay. So basically I need to get a habit to do between games whatever when I get tilted now?
Yeah, just do other things that, like, gets your mind onto something else, you know? So you can think about other things. Because like I said, if only thing in your mind is getting LP, then you'll get tilted all the time. You know?
So
you're gonna lose LP. Like,
I technically don't care about LP, I care about improving, but the only way to fucking actually see that I'm improving, I feel like, is that the LP thing goes up, right? Eventually, right?
I mean, eventually, sure, but the thing is as well, like I said, the other people in your elo are also improving. You just stay, like, if you stay the same elo, you are improving. Because you're battling the other people in that elo. You know? Like, let's say you're 200 LP, and you were managing 50% win rate at 200 LP of, like, let's say 100 games. You're still improving. Because you're gathering new knowledge from your games, and you're able to compete with the new people getting into this elo and the old people. Do you get it?
Yes, I do.
And now, sure, let's say you're like 40% win rate 100 games, then yes, then something is wrong. That still might not mean that you have deproved, because that's just very hard to do, right? It's hard to get worse. But it may mean that you've changed things, either in your IRL life, like sleep schedule or stuff that makes you more tilted or less focused, or you've changed stuff in-game. But that doesn't mean you forgot everything you knew to get to this point, right?
Okay.
And like, to like notice how you improve without actually seeing it in your LP, like, let's say you know you're bad at certain things, right? Like, let's say, for example, the finishing the play thing. Like, let's say you realize that you die so many times to overextending after making a play. And now you're starting to improve on this, then shouldn't it be easy to see that you're dying less like that? Right? Like,
I mean, yes.
Then that's a way to see it, right? You should be seeing differences in your play. Like, for example,
but it requires me to be aware of the actual like mistakes I was making in the first place, right?
Yeah, of course.
The common mistakes, yeah.
And I think like if you stream your games or record them with Loki or something, it shouldn't be...
What is that program?
Loki GG, it's like just records you while you're playing.
Does it take space on your PC? Like the games?
I mean, it does, but you can just delete them and stuff.
Okay.
So like, I usually like delete them after every like 40-50 games, and yeah, it's pretty easy to use. It's really useful.
Okay, I'll try it.
And then you can just like do like some self-reviews in queue and stuff, and just ask yourself like, what went wrong? What small things could I do different? Like, even if that might not necessarily mean you win that game, it will make you win other games. And it'll help you win other games.
Yep.
You know? Because like, let's say for example, you're Claire, for example, there was times where you didn't use your passive properly, and you didn't short dash and stuff. And sure, obviously, I think whether you won this game or not, you would have done it regardless of how you cleared. But you will have games that are very, very close, right? Where you counter-ganked by 5 seconds difference.
Yeah.
And that matters because of your clear.
I mean, time is pretty much the most fucking valuable thing in jungle.
Yeah. So everything is important, and that's why we need to have like an improving mindset. Because LP in the end is just a number to try to make people happy. Just nothing else. Like,
I don't know why they don't. Why don't they just make it so it's only fucking MMR?
Because it used to be that, but people were like, well, what does it mean? I'm saying I'm 2,800 MMR. You know, it doesn't sound as cool as I'm Challenger of 600 LP.
I find it really frustrating. I when I was sitting like I was sitting between like 100 200 LP for 2 weeks almost before this patch, and I was either getting like 200 LP and sometimes like fucking Grandmaster lobbies or D1 lobbies, and I don't fucking understand it at all. It makes no sense to me, right? I've never played a game where it's like this.
Yeah. I mean,
it's really confusing.
There will be really weird games sometimes. I remember one game in like 1k LP, I had like D3 player on my team. And I like checked his account, right, to see if he was like right account or something, right? And it was just D3 stuck player. It was like, his account was like level 150. and yeah, he had like 300 games. But yeah, happens. If I saw that in Champ Select, I would have just dodged. So.
How do you use dodging?
Well, I don't care if I'm off roll because I can play every roll. So I mainly care about how much impact will I have in the game, as in like both early game and late game. Like, if I can't play early game, then it doesn't matter how good I am late game, because I'm just so behind, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if my champion needs some time to get going, then I need to ask myself, how good will I be early game? And if my champion is just good for early game, then I ask myself, how can I actually win early game, right? If I don't see a way to have a win condition, and I think it's all up to my teammates, then I will probably just dodge. Because I don't think it's reliable to rely on your teammates fully. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like, if I'm playing Evelynn jungle, right? And enemy has, like, Rengar, it's already hard for me. Right?
Yeah.
So now if he has Rengar and he has Prio and I have losing lanes, then I need my laners to play perfect. Otherwise, I will lose. So I would dodge that game. If I have, like, really shit teammates that I just know of them, right? I know that they are tilters, or I know that they will int, or I know that they're playing there for fun champs, just high elo things, right? Then I will dodge. If I just have really unlucky lobby, like just bunch of field players, then I'll dodge.
Okay. I'm really fucking bad at it because I don't like waiting after. But I can just use that time to fucking watch my VODs, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's so many things you can do. You can look at your OPGG, you can think about your other games, you can watch your games, you can watch other players. To be honest, I like dodging more than playing the game, because then I can do other things.
I kind of feel like that as well right now, not gonna lie.
So I really enjoy dodging. I'm like, oh nice, I can dodge, so I can just do something else. So I don't really mind it. And
no, but I'm really bad at it because of how Graves was last season, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Last season was my first, and there was like the only time Graves was bad, I feel like, is when enemy team comp just fucked you really hard.
Yeah, but that's kind of what I mean, right? Like, that's like, then you have no win condition, and then you rely on your teammates to carry because you can't carry.
Yeah.
So that's like a good reason to dodge. That's why I think this game was really good, because their assassins are full AD, which is nice for Graves, and allows you to go shield bow. And they don't have like too crazy early games, so you can kind of just like farm, and they have a AFK farming jungler, so you can also just farm. And then you have good champs to play around. But you just overforce sometimes, and then you let tilt get to you, and then you missed some early game windows, like the Kayn invade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then you also did a poor job tracking him and keeping track of where Qiyana was, and in general, I think you have a lot of issues with keeping track of what's happening around you, like both your teammates' movements on the map and enemy. Right? Like, Qiyana caught you 2 or 3 times this game. One time when she got her roam timer, which is just a general rule, by the way, like, when your mid moves, you should always assume that after this play, you have to get the fuck out, because enemy mid will move.
Yeah,
so always look at mid lane while you're doing the play when your mid lane is roaming.
Yeah, I that's actually true. I feel like in fights or whatever, it's really fucking hard to keep looking at the map in the middle of a fight, right?
Yeah, that's why I was saying after we got Kayn flush and you're running away, quickly look at mid lane.
Recap the map or whatever, like look at the map. Yeah.
Like look at the situation again.
I don't see Qiyana, he's probably moving.
Yeah, because there's a reason why your TF is there. Because he has map hack, he can teleport. So now enemy mid will be there in 20 seconds. Right, the same thing for crab fights. That's why, like, when your mid laner gets push and follows you to crab, your mid laner doesn't want to sit there for 30 seconds. Because he has to get back to mid lane. So just take the fucking crab and get out so he can go lane again. It's the same thing here. Like, when we go here, quickly get Kayn splash and get the fuck out now. And if Qiyana starts running up the top, or you see her base, or she hits turret or something, sure, you can stay bot side and go Grump. But if she goes missing, you have to leave. Do you have any questions?
How
long ago was it when you were like 200 LP, by the way?
one more down, I think. Or something. No more. Last game was a Nocturne game on here, probably. I think this is like 160 LP, somewhere up there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was like between 100 and 200 LP here. This is 160 up there, I think.
Do you like Viego? Do you think it's good champ?
I like playing Viego, but
I think it's horrible champ.
the reason I like him right now is because I feel like my teams have been really fucking rough and I can take over games with him.
Yeah, I see. You're winning a lot on him.
I'm not.
Really take over games, I think.
If you go back more, you'll see some good games.
Yeah,
but
I saw some good games. But that doesn't matter if you have 4 good games out of 20.
The good games feel so good. Okay, so that was the other thing I was gonna say. I have no idea what to play right now.
Play your best champs. Viego is not your best champ, and it's a shit champ.
Would you say Graves is a good champ right now?
No, but you're good on Graves. Compared to Viego. Just like how I'm good at Veigar and Karthus. Even though I think Karthus mid lane is horrible, I will still play it. Just because I win on it somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know why I win on it, but it's just one of my most played champs, so I just win. And Viego sucks. I've seen 3 players do good on them, and they're all Smurfs. So it doesn't matter that they're doing good on him. He's such a horrible champ design because he has to snowball, right? He needs to get fed. But he does not clear jungle good compared to other champs. And he also is not strong early game compared to other strong early game champs. So he shouldn't be able to snowball. Right? Like if we look at if you look at a champ like Rengar, he also needs to snowball. But I feel like Rengar has ways to snowball. It's easier to get kills on Rengar. And he one-shots people easier.
Yeah, Viego, you can't really snowball until you hit like Kraken Slayer, then you can start.
Yeah, but you still need the enemy to see you have Kraken Slayer and then choose to fight you.
Which is true.
Well, like when I say Viego, I'm just like, oh, he has Kraken.
Often.
I mean, sure, right,
but that's not a good thing about the champ, yes.
Those are the games that you're winning, but then when it doesn't happen, you're just gonna lose, because you're fucking useless.
That's true. Yeah, I feel like a lot of games, you get flamed like, oh, you did no damage on Viego. Yeah, I can't fucking do damage.
Yes, exactly, because it's useless. It's a shit champ.
I stopped playing. Okay, so if you like search Viego right on it, I stopped playing Viego for some reason, even though I was winning a lot. Like way back, if you select Viego and like search up in the top right, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but like I believe you that you probably won. Doesn't change the fact that he's bad.
No, but I stopped playing him because I felt something was bad, obviously, and now I tried it again.
Like I think Hecarim is a good champ. I think tank Hecarim is really bad now though. But I think damage Hecarim is good.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people get fucking one-tapped by Heka.
Yes, because the thing about Hecarim is that he
still
farms really fast, and he can actually run around the map, and he can engage, and you can do things.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if Viego can AFK farm and then start killing people. Every jungler can do that. I can AFK farm on Shaco and get 10 saves per minute, and then I can kill some people. But Hecarim can do it and actually run and gank people as well. That's why Udyr is so good.
It's okay, so well, that might be so what I was doing when I started hitting like 200 whatever, I played mostly Heka Udyr with some Graves in there, I think. And then like some Diana, etc. to try it out. Are they still good?
I think Diana is good. I think Morgana and Rumble are really OP. I think Graves is pretty bad, but doesn't matter because it's comfort champ for you, so you should still pick him in games where he's good. I think Hecarim is only good as damage. I think Udyr is still fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that Viego is not going to help you climb. Not sure. Like, if you're losing a lot on Morgana, I think it's your fault, not the champ. In Viego's case, I think it's Viego's fault, but I think Morgana is good champ.
Real quick? Because I don't think I'm playing bad on her, actually.
Yeah, I don't know, right? Because I'm not watching. All I know is Morgana is pretty strong.
Yeah, I agree.
So if you're not doing well on, like, winning on her, like you played 28 games, which is pretty decent sample size, and you only have 50% win rate, so...
I had really high win rate, and then I'm in this fucking really bad whatever play now. Like, I'm going down a lot, so I lose on everything I play right now.
Yeah. And
I think she went down a lot.
I think you should just fix that, and like I said, like Hecarim is OP, and look your win rate.
Yeah.
Nobody respects Hecarim. It's impossible to respect him. How the fuck do you play against Hecarim? He has 1000 movement speed. It's impossible.
So what's the build now on Heka?
Just Triforce, I think. Triforce Sterox, the old school build, I'm pretty sure.
I always went Sunder early season, almost always.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure, but from what I've seen, people are going Triforce.
What do you think about Mira Mana on him? Or Mana, I mean?
I've seen it on stuff like Kha'Zix and stuff, but I feel like the only way you actually lose a fight as Hecarim is you get one-shotted. You still want to be able to spam Q. So, yeah. If your third item is Muramana instead of like an actual tank item, I feel like you're just gonna die.
Okay.
You know?
I really enjoyed it while I was going full tank Heka to just like sit on Terra and get it a bit later.
Yeah, but now you need...
I need more HP.
Yeah, because you're going 2 damage items early.
Yeah. True.
But yeah, I think Hecarim, Udyr, Morgana, Rumble, Graves, Diana. These are all good champs.
I think I'll go for fucking Graves, Heka, Udyr, Morgana again then. Probably.
I think some games Nocturne is good, and it's one of those champs that again, nobody knows how to play against. You know? Like, Nocturne just has so much pressure on enemy team without even doing anything. You could DC from the game and people have to respect you.
True.
And I think those kind of champions are really good champs. It's the same thing for Hecarim. Like, you can't play lane versus Hecarim. It's so hard because it doesn't matter if you have a ward here, right? Because if you now go in, vroom, Hecarim's here.
Yeah, especially when Chem Tank was a thing.
Yeah, but you still have Ghost, so like it doesn't really matter. So yeah, you just want champs that don't need kills to be good and can actually clear the jungle. And if they do need kills to be good, then they have to have reliable ways to get those kills. Which like Rengar has, because people are bad. So
that's, I guess, why Graves needs a lot of fucking resources to actually be useful.
That's why I said I don't think Graves is that good anymore.
Yeah, that's why I've stopped playing him a lot.
He's one of the champions that got hit the hardest by the jungle nerfs. Because he needed both gold and EXP, and he wanted to counter jungle enemy as well. So he's kind of just only farming. So getting less of everything is really, really, really bad for him.
Yeah.
But
would you run like Ignite every game on him then now?
It depends. I think in games where you don't need flash, where they're just running onto you and you can't really flash anything, I think it's okay. But I think flash is a very OP summoner spell, and I think champions that has interaction with flash is very good to go flash on them. Like Graves has, like you can Q flash, so every time I play Graves...
really annoying. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Every time I play Graves, I always get like 1 or 2 kills a game just because I Q flash on somebody. So...
You know... I don't know if it's actually a bug, but it feels like it is. Sometimes when you flash with Graves, it just instantly autos something that it's close to you.
Can't remember it happening.
It's really fucking weird. I'm pretty sure it's... I've heard other Graves players talk about it, I think. It's really frustrating when it happens. I've lost quite a few kills from that.
And when you have days like this, where you just like get like so many wins, like look, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you got like quite a lot of wins here, right?
Yeah.
You can like try to ask yourself like, why? You know, because this doesn't like usually this doesn't happen out of nowhere. There, it's like some kind of similarity, you know, like some kind of thing. Like, did you just fucking have a really good day IRL and you're just happy and you're not tilting, or like what small thing happened? Because it's just not pure luck that this happens.
No,
I know a lot of players that randomly...
I feel like I'm really streaky, actually.
Yeah, so it's important to understand like what happens when I get these streaks and what happens when I go on opposite streaks, right? what small thing is it, and then you have to fix that. Because that's gonna be up to you. I can't really know that, right? I can't go into your mind and know what's going on. But I know for at least me personally, if I have really, really bad sleep, then I'm gonna be very angry and easy to upset. And that's not good, because then when a bad thing happens in game, I get really angry. And I'm also less focused. And I have less energy, so I will int a lot. I won't pay attention to certain details, and that will make it harder for me to win. Like, for example, in laning phase, it's really hard for me to track cooldowns if I'm really tired.
Yeah.
So if I'm playing versus a champion like Sylas, where there's a lot of cooldown tracking to do with his W and E, I can't really do that if I'm tired. So
true.
Knowing things like that about yourself will help you a lot when it comes to climbing. Because you need to be disciplined enough to say, okay, enough is enough now.
Yeah, I think, yeah, like I think I said it earlier, I think I play too much right now. Because I'm really fucking addicted to actually, or, well, I was before I started fucking losing. Because it was going so well, right? And
yeah,
I was really enjoying the game because of it. And I felt like I was really improving, and then this fucking past couple days have been rough, right? So.
Yeah, but like the thing is that if you're like that addicted, if you have a Smurf, you can just play on a Smurf as well. If you're not.
The issue is I don't care. I notice like I don't care about it as much on Smurf, so I don't actually put in the energy when I play on it. But if the mindset is that, I mean, that comes probably from the LP thing, right? Because I care about the LP on my main or whatever.
Yes.
If the mindset is that I'm playing it to improve, if I manage to do that, then it doesn't really matter where I'm playing, right?
Yeah. Because like obviously you should care about your LP and be like happy when you start getting LP. Obviously that's like good, but
it shouldn't be the only thing.
It's not your main goal. It's your main goal once the season ends, but the season is not ending right now. So why not just try to make yourself the best as you can for when the season's actually ending, so you can end as high as you can, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna stop the recording here, and I'll send it to you